Hello and welcome back to the Shamanic Oracle, and this reading is going to be all about what blessing does Mother Earth want to bestow upon you? You know, Mother Earth loves us just as much, not more than, but just as much as any other child of hers living on her surface. And she told me she wants to bestow a blessing. She wants you to know that she wants you to have something from her. So we're going to explore what blessing is she wanting to give us. Oh, this is going to be interesting, I can tell. Now I have some things here to help you pick your pile. And remember, we're going to do a medicine wheel reading. And this is going to be the medicine wheel that goes with the cards. So it's the Wolf Clan medicine wheel. And so please don't get upset about what order the elements are in the medicine wheel, because this is the wheel that came with the cards. And that works just fine. Okay. And please, if you like these kinds of things, please remember to like the video if you like your reading, or, you know, give me a thumb and maybe subscribe, maybe a share, maybe even tell us some of your story so that people can find me. I have got some things to help you pick your pile. The first one here is the Fantasy Cats Oracle. Okay, first layer of picking your cards. I just felt like using them. They just wanted to come out. Okay, today I guess we're having a kitty cat playful day. I don't know. The first one is dreaming. The second one is empowering. And the third one is hiding. Can't see it. It's kind of glaring there. Hiding. Okay. Interesting. Okay. To further help you, I have chosen Beyond Lemuria, stepping through, loving compassion, and whoops, got to be careful of that. Journey to Wholeness. Yes, they've made some new rules, which is why I can't use this deck too easily. Okay. Journey to Wholeness. Okay, and to further help you pick your pile, let us look at these. Okay, the stones I've got up here are this lovely shade of blue-green here. Chalcedony. Look at that. Beautiful color. I just love that color. And in the middle, we have Unikite, which is cool because it kind of matches the card that came up. Green and sort of pinky orange. Whoa. There, let's focus. Come on, camera, you can do it. I know you can. Okay, a beautiful Unikite. And how nice it goes with the card. And that one, kind of a dreamy blue-green, kind of goes with that card too. And then over here we have a beautiful malachite egg, or teardrop shape. Malachite is very much a stone of healing. Okay. And all of these I chose because they kind of reminded me of Mother Earth, okay? Green, you know. They've got green, and there's your cards. And now, pick your pile, and I'm going to see you in your card reading. Okay, so for the moment, we'll put these aside. And, you know, doing these readings is so interesting to realize that we actually can do group readings like this, and they still end up being pretty valid. I'm totally fascinated by that. And I think it's because there are sort of patterns of energies, and we go through these things. There's more similarities than differences to people who are seeking answers, I guess, at this point, and interested in this kind of thing. And it might be something to consider too. So, let me see now. Let's start. Hey, let's start at the beginning with pile 1. There's a concept. Oh, come on now. We're going to put the oracles aside for the moment and see what the Sacred Path and Animal Medicine cards have to say first. Okay, and Medicine Bowl. Starting right off in the east with the Medicine Bowl. Interesting, which is healing. Cradle Board, which is responsibility, ability to respond. Oh, death and rebirth. Something is changing. Something is shifting big time. Cycles and movement, really big time. Wow, let me get this out of the way. Really shifting big time. Wow. And returning home. Wow. That one has been coming up a lot. Wow. That one's been coming up in several readings. And so has the Shaman's Death and the Cradle Board. We've got some kind of pattern going on here, folks. The gift that Mother Earth wants to bring you, the blessing she wants to bestow. Okay, wolf, buffalo, antelope, otter, and bumblebee. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is amazing. Pile 1. Interesting. Very interesting. These cards have been coming up a lot. Oh, wow. Pile 1. The medicine bowl is about healing, and also they use these bowls to scry. They were usually also had the ability to look into events. They used them sort of definitely a scrying tool, as well as bathing babies for the first time and mixing herbs. So that's why it's all about healing. And the wolf is, a lot of times that designates the full moon. Things that happen around the full moon. Now, in the wheel, in this wheel, remember this Wolf Clan wheel, this is air. So this is ideas. So the wolf is communicating. He's howling here. He wants to get in contact with other wolves. Okay. Oh, he's calling his pack. It's like it would be so healing for me. You know, is what he's saying. He seems to be saying, calling your pack together. Healing. Okay. Same cards, but the meaning can change a little bit depending on what I'm getting. Okay, cradle board, ability to respond. And this is in the direction of fire. Okay, this is a protective, something you want to protect. Something, a responsibility, and this is in fire. So it's passion, it's energy, it's actions, and definitely ability to respond. It looks like something is coming up to bring you more abundance, because the buffalo is actually the north direction guardian, but this is coming up in the south. Something you need to act on and is coming to you. Interesting. So this is a blessing, remember. So this is some abundance of some kind that's coming, but it doesn't come without a responsibility. So you need to take the actions to protect that. Over here, in the direction of water, shaman's death, death and rebirth. Now this is letting go. It's like a shaman's death is an ego death. Something being let go of in the ego, in the direction of the ego, and in the direction of, this is water. So emotional hurts. Definitely. Let it go. Let it go. The emotions that have hurt you so much in the past. What hurts for you to carry it around? This is damming up your flow. Mother Earth is going to help you let it go. And this is antelope. And this is letting it go so something new can be reborn. Let something die emotionally. And this is also in the direction of goals and dreams. So one old dream dies, a new dream is born. And the antelope says, don't hesitate, do it now. Act on it now. Medicine wheel. Cycles and movement. This comes up when you're traveling, moving, going on vacation. Sometimes it's a time cycle. This is in the direction of earth, in the direction of home or the elder, or money, quite obviously. It's where your wealth is stored, your solidity. But your solidity is moving around. It's rolling. Okay, so this can be time. This can be a seasonal thing, like that. This is a different season, different time period, different, the cycles are changing, and they are. This is true. But a lot of times this means you're going to be traveling in some way. You're going to be physically moving, or we're moving into a different era and a different time of playfulness, because otter is a coquette, they call it in this deck. Playful. Doesn't have any worries. Wow, this is great. Either you're going to be rolling off into a place that gives you a chance to play and have no worries, Hakuna Matata, or maybe it's saying you are passing out of a very rough cycle where you had to work and work and work, and now you're going into a playful cycle. Okay? Now you're going into a cycle where there's more opportunity to just have fun. They just swim and play and eat all day and reproduce. That's mostly their life. They don't have a lot of predators. And then Bumblebee. Wow, it's been coming up a lot. And they give you some blank cards in this deck that you can designate for yourself. Bumblebee is what I designated myself. Bumblebees, much like regular bees, they do the same things. They pollinate and so on. But they do it in a little different way than a regular bee. It says, you're not a regular bee. This is a within. You're not a regular bee, are you? No, but the bumblebee, although it does things differently, it's still very useful and serves a very important function. So don't let anybody make you think that you are not a miracle. The bumblebee is absolutely a miracle. How does it fly? It's so big. How does it fly on those little tiny wings? Science could not figure it out for a long, long time. It has something to do with how fast they beat their wings, I guess. But still, bumblebee, so gentle. They're very gentle. You can actually swat them away. They won't sting you. Very, very gentle bees. So this is a combination of a miracle and also bumble, as in maybe you're a little, it happens in a little bit of a clumsy way, or a little bit of a klutzy way, or a little bit of a different way, or a little bit of a unique way. I know when I see them pollinating the flowers out. When I go outside, there's a bush that they just love. And I go out and I say, hey, ladies, how you doing? You beautiful, beautiful girls. Because the hard workers, they're females. Hello, ladies. How you doing today? And give them love. Bumblebee is a blessing indeed, a miracle. So Mother Earth wants to bestow an actual literal miracle, something science will not be able to explain, something wonderful. This is great. And it's laying on top of shawl, returning home. Oh my gosh. Whether you are finding your real home, your forever home, or whether you are returning home for a visit to see your family that you left behind or your friends, or whether you are returning to that safe space within you, returning home, returning possibly to a state of mind where you feel at home, where you really feel like you belong, where you feel loved and cared for. And that shawl was worn by Native American women. Very traditional. Symbolizes protection, warmth. This is very emotional. For some of you, this is going to be a very emotional gift. A gift of healing. Now let's look at what's across from each other. Going in this direction, we have healing, shaman's death, something that has been hurting you, Probably a medical condition. Doesn't have to be, but it could be an emotional condition. It's going to start to clear here. And this wolf, like I said, I keep feeling like it's calling its pack members, it's calling its family to it. And that is going to help them. Let's look at what's across from each other here. A responsibility and movement. Prosperity, playfulness. I think some new energy is coming into your life. Buffalo's abundance. And remember, buffalo is actually a North Guardian, so they relate very well here. And this travel or possibly shift of something, this movement is going to bring abundance, but also there's some responsibility here. But it's responding Don't put it off. When you get a chance to travel, or whatever this event is in the north there, move along. Don't hesitate. Just do it. Just do it. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to bring you gifts. It's going to bring you miracles. You're going to see a miracle happen. Wow, what a blessing. What a blessing. And remember, the card that helped you choose was stepping through. Stepping through. Stepping through a portal, perhaps. And dreaming. And this is the area of dreaming here. A dream comes true. And it turns out to be very healing. Wow. A dream miraculously comes through. And you, though, remember, nothing's going to happen unless you step through into that reality. So it's going to be on you to take the opportunity. Okay. Now I'm going to leave this here. We're going to see what your oracles say further. What do the fairies want you to know? Hidden depths, something hidden. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. This is what I said. This is, okay, yeah. Something's been on your mind. And you need to uncover it and let it go. And you need to do it now. And you become free. This is a big healing. And I really feel like it's a big mental, emotional healing, which may also affect your physical reality, but this looks mental, emotional. Wow. If you've had depression or some other anxiety or some other problem, you're going to get to the root of it and you're going to solve it. And it's going to be miraculous what it's going to do for you. Some of you are already in the process of doing this. And you're going to be saying, oh, heck yeah, I did this, I did that, I found out this or that. And you're going to find out, yeah, that is it. Maybe you were spending too much time on social media. Maybe you were spending too much time doing something that dragged you down instead of brought you up. Maybe thoughts were always running in your head that were worrisome. Maybe you weren't able to sleep well. All those things. That's going to get solved. That's going to get healed in a very miraculous way. Fire dragon down here in the direction of fire burns up lower energies around you. You are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. And this is interesting because this is protection. You are protected. You are protected. You're safe. This is another symbol of protection. Another symbol of protection. Protection. Protected, protected. You're safe. It's safe to go into this new cycle. It's safe to go traveling. It's safe. It's safe to accept this miracle into your life. Oh, you know, dear one, I gotta tell you, this burden is going to be about, it's removing itself. I think some of you have been very diligent about trying to heal. And it's going to happen in a miraculous way. You're going to finally feel safe and protected. You're going to finally feel that lift. Okay. What does the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle say? Mutually beneficial venture. There is an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. Like I said, this wolf over here is calling its family, calling its pack, its tribe. And this is going to be something that's going to be mutual beneficial for everybody. That's coming. It's going to be a serious blessing. This, whatever has died or will die, is going to open the way for this new thing to come and be born. Okay. And up here, the Earth Oracle. Tarkeen. Growth is good, but I acknowledge it can sometimes be painful. I accept my own wild soul. I can be alone and connected. Well, being connected doesn't mean you have to give yourself up. You can still have some alone time. So it's saying you don't have to totally be surrounded by people every moment. You can be alone and still be connected. So maybe you decide to go off alone, but still you're able to go have fun. Maybe you'll be moving to a place where you finally have your solitude, but still access to your friends and family, and fun, something like that. This has a lot to do. Some of you will be moving. Some of you really will be moving. Now let's see what the animals say. The spirit animals. Spirit of the animals cards. What blessing does Mother Earth want to give you? And you know, this is a symbol of Mother Earth here too. You can see that. Returning to the home of the heart. Wow. Spirit of the animals want to say, wow, you got 2 cards. Messenger, the hawk. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Some of you have been working on ascension, and you're going to start to see that. An eagle, mastery. You're on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and roar and soar. Soar. Yes. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Once again, this is about hitting the heights. Okay. You are going to soar to new heights, it looks like. Yes. Heights. These are both creatures of heights. The hawk and the eagle. Wow. Yes. This has a lot to do with your ascension. Absolutely. Let go of the past and soar. That's the healing. Mother Earth bestows this blessing upon you. Miraculously, you're going to be able to let go of your past and ascend. You are definitely on the ascension path. Pay attention to the messages. This can be physical too. Check your email, even your snail mail. Go out in nature and look for signs. Go anywhere you go and look for signs, because you're going to be getting a lot of messages. Spirit is sending you messages. Wow. Congratulations. This is really a beautiful reading. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And you chose that beautiful blue-green crystal. This is great. Okay, you have a wonderful... Where did that little crystal go? It just kind of disappeared. Wow, it just disappeared. I don't see it anywhere. I don't know where it went, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It'll show up again. It can't go too far unless somebody aborted it. The spirits, they abort, they deport. Anyway, unless somebody deported it. This is great. I'm so happy for you. If you have been on the ascension path, yes, this is definitely happening. You're going to notice it. You are definitely going to notice it. And remember, Earth is a school. Mother Earth is a school. She presides over this school. Okay. We use her body as a school. So this is great. Okay. I am so happy for you. Pile number 1. Awesome reading. And if you liked this reading, there it is. I knew it'd show up. Awesome reading. If you liked this reading, please give me a like. And we will see you in the next reading. And remember, if another pile appealed to you, that one may also have something to do with you. So don't be afraid to check it out. Okay, see you in the next pile, which would be pile number 2. Pile number 2. What have we got for you? We have got empowerment, empowering. Something empowering is going on here. And loving compassion. Wow. And look at the interesting numerology. 7 and 16. which is also a 7. 7, 7. I just noticed that. It's a 2, 7, 77. Does that mean something to you? It could. Are you a 7 life path? Maybe you want to look up 7, 7 in the angel numbers. You know, you can type any number in and search it and ask the meaning, and you'll get it back in a Google search or any kind of a search. Actually, it does not have to be Google. It can be DuckDuckGo or whoever you use, or Brave, or any of those. And you picked Unikite. Wow. Okay, let's leave that here. Look at how beautifully this stone goes with this card. Look at how pretty it matches. I mean, seriously, look at that. It's beautiful. Okay. And you're facing her eyes are closed, the cat's eyes are open. It said, okay, your human, I got an additional message for you, pile number 2. Your human side needs to look within and use the instinctual. You know, the cats, they see differently, and they seem to be able to cross back and forth between dimensions pretty easily. And there's something going on between this cat and this person. This cat is looking into your soul. This person. This is meditation. You're going to find something empowering in there in your meditations. Interesting. Don't neglect your meditation time. And loving compassion. Loving compassion. Let's put these aside and see what these cards are going to tell us. Okay. Put the oracles aside for a moment. First of all, this is cleansing, purification, a need to get something out of your life. This is in the direction of the east. You got to get rid of some of the thoughts that have been holding you back right off. I'm getting this right off. There have been some thoughts rolling around in your head because this is the east and this is the mental plane. Something in the mental plane has been holding you back. And you need to allow it to go. You need to do a cleanse on that to allow it to go, to purify your thoughts. And some of you are going to need to give up something to do this. You're maybe going to need, maybe you will go to a sweat lodge. In the old days, only men went, but nowadays, men and women go. But it's a cleansing, okay, and purification ritual. And so maybe you want to get a certain food out of your life. Maybe you want to get a certain person out of your life. Maybe you want to get a certain activity out of your life. Maybe you want to ditch it. That kind of thing. We'll see. North Shield. Wow. Okay, North Shield, wisdom and gratitude, but in the south. Interesting. Buffalo showed up in pile number 1. If you had a mind to go to pile number 1, maybe you should listen to that one too. And this number is 11. Oh, and the sweat lodge is 2. This number is 11. Interesting. Okay. Sacred space. Okay. Storyteller. Expansion. East shield. Illumination and clarity. Something's going to become clear. Wow. RESPECT. You want respect. This is emotional. Now this is, remember, this is air, fire, water, earth within. Okay. Over here. Now, isn't this interesting? It's across from water, but it's whale. Okay. This is the record keeper. They say that the whale's memory goes all the way back. That star up there is Sirius. Some of you are starseeds from Sirius. Some of you are thinking about recording something, or going back through recordings, or looking into records of some kind, or maybe you're playing old records. Maybe you're listening to music, and this music is bringing things up, and it's helping you purify your thoughts. Okay? And a lot of times, that's what this is. Okay. That kind of thing. And the squirrel. A lot of frenetic energy, let me tell you. They move very quickly, don't they? They reproduce a lot. But one of the things they really do, they call this the Boy Scout in this deck. Boy Scout of the animals. They store up for winter. They are prepared. They prepare. Okay, they also move very fast. But they can also be kind of nutty. They can also drive you nuts. Okay, and steal all your bird food. And, so squirrels can, but they are cute little creatures. They are adorable little creatures, but they can also be a pain. So it depends on what your, this kind of has a double, and I go through the double meanings of all of these. With the North Shield, which is wisdom and gratitude. And I think what it's saying here, but this is in the South, this is fire. So this is action. Wisdom and gratitude, North Shield. This is abundance, solidity, your home. Solidness, wealth, that kind of thing. Store up your wealth. Your savings. Okay, put your acorns together and be grateful. This has something to do about your savings, or maybe you're prepping. Yep. Interesting. Maybe you're a prepper. Squirrels storing things away for winter. Okay. Dolphin. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. And it's a Dreamtime Guardian. Mana. And mana is the illusion. So, maybe it's time to lose your illusions, or use your illusions, right? Dolphin are also very playful. They are air breathing, so they do need to come to the surface and breathe. I'm getting breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Do your breathing exercises if you don't know how to do that. There's many places, including my other channel, where you can have breathing exercises. It's the one that I teach is to wake up your parasympathetic nervous system. You breathe in slightly slower or slightly faster than you breathe out. Like a count of 4 in, a count of 6 out. And that will activate your parasympathetic. Okay. I've been getting this a lot too. People need to breathe. Freaking breathe, people. What are you afraid of breathing? I know there's been a lot of pollution and stuff. Well, if you're afraid of that, maybe you need to get an air purifier or something. But you need to breathe. You need air to breathe. All I need is the air that I breathe. And sacred space. Room to breathe. Respect. What is Mother Earth, the blessing Mother Earth wants to bestow upon you? The space to breathe. Respect of boundaries. Have some boundaries. Give yourself space to breathe. Yeah, give yourself space to breathe. Purification. Yeah, get yourself an air cleaner, doggone it, if you're worried about breathing. They're not that expensive these days. You can do that. Whale is also a creature that needs to come to the surface to breathe. It's also things coming to the surface to breathe. Oh my goodness, look at that. Both of these are cetaceans. Star Child. Star Child. You need to give yourself some space to breathe. You know, breathing actually does help detoxify you, does help purify you. Getting all of that stale air out of you, breathing is actually purification. You really need that right now. Maybe you need to take a good swim too. Kind of looks like it. This is all about air and water. What's your signs? Maybe air and water. And look, there's 3 4s over here. 4 4 4. Your angels. Your angels are talking to you. Your angels in the direction. This is usually emotion, goals, dreams. All of those things. Your angels want to have a little talk with you. They've got something for you. They're watching over you. Don't worry about that. Interesting. 41 over here. Interesting. Okay. Let's find out what. Oh, the crow. Karma. And storyteller. Storyteller is expansion. Maybe you have a story to tell. And you see, the storytellers were the ones that would keep the family, would keep history going, would tell the history to the younger ones. Now, in a negative sense, the storyteller is somebody telling stories on you. Somebody who tells a lot of stories. And then the crow would be karma coming for that person. Because the crow has a lot to do with karma and the shadow self. And dealing with the shadow. Okay, you're going to be dealing with the shadow, which can be kind of daunting, but you're going to be fine with it. And dealing with the shadow helps you with the expansion, the good side of this. The positive side of this storyteller card is being able to tell your story. Maybe finally telling your story. Finally getting your story out, sharing your wisdom with younger people, because this can be the home or the elder. Maybe an elder sharing their wisdom. And crow is also about calling your truth. telling the truth, finally being able to tell the truth. For some of you, you will finally be able to tell your truth. And look at this. Purifying, giving yourself space to breathe, finally being able to tell your truth. For some of you, that's what the story is. Finally, you're able to tell the truth about something, about this, something dark and shadowy. Mother Earth is helping you do that. Remember, this is a blessing. East Shield. Another Dreamtime Guardian. Another guardian of the shield. And this one is of the East Shield, so we look to the east. Illumination and clarity. Within, yes. This is about purifying your thoughts. Yeah. Somebody has chronic anxiety or depression or something like that. Not everybody, but some of you. For some of you, this is going to be, it's going to get solved. You're finally going to have space to breathe. You're finally going to be able to tell your story. And with that comes a clearing, a wonderful clearing. Skunk. Interesting. Now, this is not a typical association. But in this deck, skunk has a lot to do with attraction. But attraction, well, they are cute little playful animals. They really are. They really are sweet little creatures when they're not upset. They only spray when you piss them off. That's, they're scared or upset somehow. Interesting. Yeah, once again, it's about air. It's about aroma, isn't it? It's about scare, it's fine when it's not afraid, when it's not angry. And it actually attracts others like it. Here you go. And so skunk in this deck is about attracting others like you. Can even be a sexual energy. Can even be attracting a mate. And we had skunks at my old place. We had an apartment building. They lived in the bricks, the hollow bricks, on the outside of the building. And they were so cute. Actually, I got to see a mating dance, and they are adorable. And I'm very honored that they let me watch that. They whirl around and around. They do a dance. It's beautiful. The skunk also is saying, I give you 3 warnings and then I fire. Maybe this is something you have to adopt, okay? And if you haven't adopted it, maybe you should adopt this. I give you 3 warnings. And the 3 warnings it gives you is, first, it stamps its feet. Then it turns around and aims over its shoulder. That's the 3rd one. When it looks back over its shoulder, it's taking aim. And if you're not gone by then, you're going to get it. Okay? So maybe you need to adopt the 3 warning rule. Just a thought. Something about that may have something to do with what's going on with you. Clarity. Maybe some of you even have a breathing issue of some sort, asthma or some other issue, COPD. It needs to be addressed. That can be helped. And maybe part of the cause of your breathing issue, maybe your breathing issue is helped by this purification Okay? That's another possibility. I'm looking at this. It looks like it can be for some of you down here in the South. Something is coming to maturity, some kind of savings you put away is finally, maybe you've got some kind of investment that you've stashed away and it's finally coming to maturity. That's another thing that could be going on for some of you. Remember, this is some of you. And the skunk is another 7. There's another 7. There's your third 7. 7, 7, and the within is 7. Remember up here, 7, 7, 7. Look up 7. Some of you are a 7 life path. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay. Wow. You have some interesting, and 44, that's another one. It's another one of those numbers you need to look up. That's your angel. 4, 4. 4 4s are there, although this one is a 4 and a 1, which is a 5. But you've got 3 4s here. Okay, you've got some angel numbers showing up. Your angels really want to talk to you too. I recently did readings involving what your guardian angel wants to tell you. Might want to look into that. 777 and 44, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, wow. This is pretty cool. This is really pretty cool. Now, what do the spirits of the animals want to say? And your oracles? We haven't done those yet. But we're going to. The fairies say, the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Well, that's good advice. And that's over here. So when you're doing this, shadow work, spiritually protect yourself. The dragons, what do they have to say to you? Crystal yellow dragon opens you to higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Walk the higher spiritual path. Okay. Crystal yellow dragon. Down here in the direction of fire. And we will put this one over in the direction of water. What does the ocean want to tell you? The whispers of the ocean. Every step counts. There's an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. Man, it keeps telling you to breathe. Why aren't you breathing? What's going on here? Will you please breathe? Thank you. What the heck is going on here? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Please. Please. Do yourself a favor. Do everybody a favor. Because you know, everybody who improves themselves improves the whole world. Let's see what the Earth Oracle. If you want to improve your world, improve yourself. Because you're part of the world, I hate to tell you. I don't hate to tell you. You know this, but you don't know it, do you? You don't realize it all the time. You are part of the world. You want it to get better, you need to get yourself better. Tana lot. The places in between are important for my growth. I can release myself from worry and suffering if I choose. I now let go of all that no longer serves me. That's this purification thing over here. A lot of people have been getting that. Okay, we've been getting a lot of this purification. And this is a time we're in too, because we got a lot of planets going retrograde. That's going back over old things. And it's time to for that stuff to get released. Okay? Some of you are in the transition of doing that, but that's okay. Transitional times are good times too. You need them to get to where you're going. But what do the spirit animals want to say? The spirits of the animals. Whoops, one just hopped right out. So this must surely be the one. Goose, inner knowing. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident that you will achieve your destination. The loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You're blessed. Let yourself fly. It's another air thing. Come up out of the depths and let yourself fly. What she's giving you, the blessing, is she's protecting you. She's going to help you. She's going to help you through these transitional times, through this shadow work. I want you all to know you are loved. She doesn't love you any more than any other creature, but she doesn't love you any less. She loves you just as much as, and we're told the opposite. We're told she's angry and blah, blah, blah. No, she's not dying. She's a great big healthy planet. The surface is hurting right now. It needs some help, yes. But to her, this is just a skin condition. She is a very old, very much alive planet. So we can't really kill her, but we can make her very uncomfortable. So we don't want to do that because she is so kind and so generous to us. And really, if you get to know her, she's so sweet. I mean, very, very, very compassionate. Or we wouldn't be here. If Mother Earth wasn't very compassionate, we wouldn't be here. She's letting us learn our lessons here. She's letting us clear ourselves. Okay? There may even be some romance in the offing. There could be. There's a little chance of it here with the skunk, that somebody could be attracted to you, or could be attracted in some other way. Just attracted to you, that you're attracting your own kind. Yeah. Okay, but you need to breathe. You need to breathe. It just keeps saying it over and over. It's so funny. Breathe, will you? Okay. Whatever it is you're doing, don't forget to breathe. Okay. Oh, pile 2. You guys, it's going to be lovely. The freedom of flying is coming. And flying among other people like you, it looks like. You're going to be empowered, very empowered by that. Loving compassion. How about compassion for yourself? Empowering, there you go. And loving compassion over there. How about compassion for yourself? How about that? Have some compassion for yourself, too. You're already very compassionate, I have a feeling. Have some for yourself. Okay. And breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe, and breathe. Boy, it just keeps emphasizing this breath stuff, breath work, and breathing, and air, and, okay. Wow, pile 2. This is a wonderful blessing for you. Okay. Something really clears up really well and allows you to expand. This is great. This is just great. And brings you clarity. Remember, this is illumination and clarity. And this is the East. Okay, so, yeah, it's actually the East Shield. No, East Shield, the eagle. And the eagle flies with the dove. Okay. There's also something else about geese. They don't leave each other behind. If one of them falls and another one drops out of the sky to stay with it, you're not going to be alone. You're not walking alone. You're going to find that your tribe sticks by you. Okay. Well, blessings to you. Pile number 2. If you liked this, like it, please. Thumb it. Let me know in the comments how you felt about this reading. If it applied to you well, if it did not, whatever, and we'll get ready right here for 3. And pile 3. You pick this beautiful malachite egg or teardrop shape or water drop shape. Hiding. The cat looks pretty comfortable up there, hiding in a basket full of fruit. And I've got to be careful showing this card, so Journey to Wholeness. Okay, Journey to Wholeness is a 33. It's a master number, right? 33. And 5, hiding, is change. Things are changing. Kitty looks pretty comfortable way up there. Let's put these aside for now. And let's put your oracles aside there for later. Okay. Let's look what the Sacred Path cards have to say here. Now, over here in the East is the West, the Guardian of the West. West Shield. Introspection and goals. Down here is a retreat. And it is also a cleansing purification time. The Moon Lodge was where women went during that time of the month of the moon time. It was like a retreat for 3 days. They didn't do anything except live. They didn't do any work. Sometimes they did worked on some crafts and stuff. They had their visions. They took their rest. They were not required to do any work. And I really think, when I started adopting this into my life, I used to have a lot of problems with my moon time. My moon time problems started to go away. When I took those 3 days out, sometimes you gotta, it looked for a minute like something was glowing. Didn't it look like something was shut? That was very weird. I can't find any reason why that would be doing that. Right there above the moon. Venus! The star that hangs around, because it's red too. Oh, wow. Special message. Whether you're male or female, you need a retreat. You need to take some time off. Probably 3 days would be great. Okay? To cleanse, to purify, to dream your dreams, to take your rest. Yes, I will tell you, when I started doing that 3 days out of the month, and they wouldn't be around men. This was women only, Moon Lodge, the Black Lodge, Moon Lodge. So Maybe you need to, you need that retreat. And I swear my cramps went away. I used to have the most terrible problems. So, because the discordant energies, it's just not, and it's not because it has nothing to do with uncleanliness or anything. It has to do with women are very powerful at that time, the way that they see it. She has a lot of power at that time and could even harm somebody, a male. She is so in her feminine power at that time. So it's not a bad thing. It's just you don't want to hurt anybody. Now, if you're somebody with PMA, dealing with PMS, or somebody who's dealing with somebody with PMS, this is true. You want to stay away at that time. Okay, but this is interesting. This is the male equivalent of that. Self-sacrifice. And this is the sun dance. It was done on purpose to make up for the fact that men don't do this. Okay? Very much because the way they saw it, a woman gives her blood monthly to help recreate life, basically, to be able to bring forth life. And that was sacred. And so men also made a blood sacrifice of themselves voluntarily. Now they had to train for a long time. I know somebody who was in training for this. It's not easy. Self-sacrifice. Now, where have you been sacrificing yourself? This can also mean something hurts. Air. West Shield, you're thinking about this. Emotions. West Shield, introspection and goals. Something hurts. Let's take a minute here. Nah. What does that mean? Retreat. You're hurting. There's some kind of self-sacrifice. Oh, geez, we need to see what's further going on. Counting coup. A victory. Wow, good to see. A victory. Something you've been fighting. Something. Counting coup wasn't actually fighting. They just hit their enemy with a stick and keep going. That was considered to be very, very brave. Even braver than hurting them. Actually hurting them would be just tapping them and going on to show how brave you are, to just leave them alive. You know? But it's a victory. And that is in the solid place. That's in the place of earth, the home. Your money. Money. Okay, but it's not all about money, though. It's abundance, though. It can be there, too. It's where you store up your abundance. Your home can be where you store up your physical goods, But it's also a victory in the home. It can also be with an elder. Interesting. Victory. Something about home. Something about your home. But emotionally here, oh my goodness. Ouch. Some very strong emotions. Okay. Rhythm and internal timing is in the center. That's the drum, that's your heartbeat. It's also timing, timing is important. Timing is important, but a lot of times this also speaks to your heart and the rhythm of your heart. Oh, some of you are, okay, not all of you. The bear also goes into the bear cave to hibernate. Going into the moon lodge to take a break. Meditation. The bear is also associated with meditation. The bear cave. The bear cave is your pineal gland. It actually is a crystal cave, although a very small one. There's a lot going on here with you. Possum drama. See animals now. Animal medicine of the animals here. Possum drama. And it plays dead. Great, very dramatic. It can do dramatic. It plays dead, but springs back up later. Now, although this doesn't work too well when you're on the interstate, it works pretty well with predators because it also exudes a death scent. And if it's a predator, a typical predator doesn't want anything to do with carrion. So if you make yourself smell like carrion, then, and don't move, they think you're already dead and there's no fun and bye-bye. Because most predators, they want you to move. They want you to chase. They want you to be alive when they're stalking you. So possum is, that's an interesting one. Yeah, some people, I swear, some city people take a look at that and think it's a giant rat. It's not a giant rat, folks. It's possum, okay? City folks, odd people. To me, I don't like cities. I'll be plain about it. If you live in a city, I'm sorry. Don't mean to be rude, but I don't like them. I like to visit them. Fun to visit, not fun to live in. And the cities right now, in the United States anyway, are looking pretty, some of them are looking pretty bad. I wouldn't want to be in them. That's just my little statement there. Doesn't have to apply to anybody else. Dog, a loyal friend. Down here in energy, in action, loyalty, friendship. Interesting. Mouse over in the west. Bear again over in the north. And elk in the middle. No, moose, sorry. Moose. Okay, pardon. Pardonnez-moi, it is a moose. I am not sorry at all. Self-sacrifice. You got to watch what you say to yourself. Don't be saying bad things to yourself. Every time we say things like that, we're like telling ourselves what state we're in. It's like, no, just pardon me. I meant to say moose. They both have this lovely crown here, of antlers. Anyway, Sundance, self-sacrifice, mouse. Mouse is about looking up close in this deck, looking closely at something, reading the fine print. They're very quiet, too, for for the most part. Looking up close, reading the fine print. Here's Bear again. Meditation. Dreamtime Guardian. Asking you to meditate. Look within. Go to that crystal bear cave, that which is your pineal gland. Let's see. Interesting that you have 23, which is 5, which is a change. 10, 11. Is there any numerical correspondence? A 20 and a 20. 2, 2. 2020. Something happened to you in 2020? Interesting. And 11, a master number. Interesting. What's under that? 32. 2020 can also be seen clearly. See if there's any numbers involved here that we... Okay. Those are the ones that stand out to me. 10 is the end of a cycle. 5 is change. You've got 2 5s, bear, possum. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 2 5s equal 10. Okay. If you're into numerology. So, some of you might be. So, might be important to you. So, so far what I'm seeing is you need to go within, do your meditation. The West is the watery area, the place of emotions. You need to deal with your emotions. They're hurting you. Okay, you're sacrificing yourself in some way here. And it hurts. And though it may seem noble, you don't need to do that forever. Sundance is a one-time thing. Very noble, but it doesn't last forever. Look up closely at the fine print so you don't get hurt. And the bear, there's a big win coming here. It's either have to do with your money, your home, can be your elder, but a lot of times it's your home or your money. Counting coup. So you've got a victory. Okay, and a friend is helping you. You're maybe going with a friend on this retreat. Maybe you need to go with a friend or go see a friend. Maybe a friend can help you with this. The possum is kind of interesting. Using drama, letting people think you're dead, for Pete's sakes, so they leave you alone. Yeah, have you been dealing with somebody really hard to deal with that's been giving you a lot of pain? And you've sacrificed yourself, your own feelings, your own mental peace, your own emotional and mental well-being. You need to stop doing that and take a break. Be with people who are your friend. And be with yourself and do some meditating. Because you've got a victory coming. And the moose. Now in this deck, he's telling everybody how happy he is. It's mating season. He's happy. He's looking for a mate. He's telling everybody. And this is also means something you're going to be happy about. This can mean, in this deck, something you're celebrating, and you're celebrating so much you want to tell everybody. Okay, so, and being loud about it, they're very loud. So something you'll really want to say loud and proud, okay? Rhythm, internal timing. Like I told you, that's either something that must be done in the right time. It can be using rhythm to help you. And it can be something to do with your heart, because the drum is the heartbeat. But there's a victory. And this is something to be happy about. Some of you are going to find, maybe you thought something was going on with your heart, or maybe something was going on with your heart, but it clears up. Once you get clear of whatever is disrupting your peace, maybe it clears up. Let's see what your oracles have to say. What do the fairies want you to know? Fairies want you to know you're going through a transformation. Surrender to the transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Put that victory up there. So something is transforming. That's lovely. Surrendering to a transformation isn't easy. Sometimes. I mean, it can even be painful. But give yourself adequate time to do this transformation. Yeah, transformation. So get ready for a transformation. The dragons want to tell you royal blue and gold strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. They're giving you a cloak to wear, some kind of protection. Strengthens you to stand in your power with your wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. And it's interesting, most people forget to be their own sovereign person. Maybe it's time for you to declare your self-sovereignty. Maybe it's time. Have you done that? If you haven't, you can look it up. What that exactly means and entails. It looks like you need that. My friend, it's down here in energy. So for some of you, you need to declare your sovereignty. And remember who you are. Remember, you're not powerless. And it helps you to have wisdom. Mother Earth wants you to have this gift of a victory. Okay, Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. In the light of the moon, a full moon can shine light on what you've been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. Something's happening on the full moon, I think, for you. Timing is always tricky, but the light of the moon has a lot to do with emotions and the tides. It's over here. The full moon can shine light on what you've been resisting. There's something you've been resisting, some of you, that's really hurting. It's hurt you. You need to go with the flow. So what have you been resisting? The fine print, looking up close, feeling your way along. They have very long whiskers, very sharp senses. They can smell resources. They can sense things. Mice, mouse. Keep getting quiet as a mouse. Have you been quiet too long about something and need to speak up maybe a little bit more? Or do you need to exercise caution and look closely at what's going on? Look up close, examine things. I think the light of the moon is wanting you to examine something. Maybe even yourself. Okay, the Earth Oracle, Avebury Standing Stones. Seek knowledge and receive greater knowledge when I am ready. Greater power means greater responsibility. It's a natural part of life to exclude and include. Discernment is necessary. Wow. It certainly looks like a person standing there, doesn't it? Looks like a person standing there all bundled up. And other people standing with them, waiting for something. Maybe the flood. If you subscribe to that theory, which happens to be a worldwide theory, that there was a giant flood, that a lot of these, maybe all of these things that we see as structure, as natural stone and structure, was once biology. But that's what happens during a mud flood. It turns to stone. In the absence of air, that forestalls the rotting, and then it turns to stone. Interesting, and becomes a fossil. That could really even be a fossil. These could all be fossils. Anyway, that's another thing you might want to look into on the tube or wherever you look into things. The standing stones. And why did all that come up? Why am I thinking about all that? Why am I seeing that? You don't have to worry right now about what you do and don't know. When you're ready, the information's going to come. Maybe you're not quite ready for the responsibility yet. When you're ready for it, then it comes. And don't worry about excluding some things. Some things you'll have to exclude. You need to use discernment. Yeah, that's going with the mouse here. You're going to have to use some discernment in some things here. But you're going to get a victory if you do. So take time to think, by golly. Now let's get your spirit animal out for the Singer. Spirit of the Animals Oracle. And the one that wants to fly out is Tiger, Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. Well, that's good. That's your within. And that's what you're so darn happy about. Right? Fire, fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Well, be bold, be brave. After a well thought out time of reflection and thinking and resting, you'll know what to do. And you're going to succeed. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah. So you're going through a transformation. This is all good. Quit hurting yourself, though. Yeah. Give yourself a chance to feel better. Let me see here. Something I want to check. Yeah. Although they're not lions, this has something to do with Lionsgate. To be bold and brave. Some of you are from Lyra. Just blurt that out. Some of you are from Lyra. And you need to look that up if you don't know what that is. If you don't know, that is a planet that is extinct now, but the inhabitants are now living, they say, on a planet orbiting Sirius B. Might want to look into the Lyrans and see if that fits you. You know what? You really have something. You're really going to be happy about something. There's nothing to be worried about. Your friends are with you. You're going to be guided. You need to release this self-sacrificing thing. You know, that isn't meant to be forever. And let yourself relax. And yeah, it's basically the meditation, and what was your stone is this drop-shaped. There's a lot of emotion going on here. Malachite's a healing stone, but you're going to get healed. So there's a healing taking place. And that's going to make you, if you're fighting something, you get a victory. Okay, you're going to be fine. Don't worry so much. Take care of yourself and relax. We do a lot of harm to ourselves with our thoughts. So please, do something about your thoughts. Even if you have to find something that says calm down in the solfeggio frequencies or the Rife frequencies, and use that. You can find that right on YouTube, by the way, or in a lot of places now they have the Rife frequencies. Even an app called Z app, which gives you Rife frequencies to help you calm. And I talk about stuff like that on my other show. But this has been your reading pile 3. And it's looking good for you. The blessing that Mother Earth wants to bestow on you is a victory. You're going to get a victory. It looks like self-sacrifice is going to end, which is a great thing and something you'll be really happy about. Okay, it'll make your heart happy. And if you liked this reading, please like the video and do the subbing and sharing and all of the, and tell us your story. Tell me if this was something that worked for you. Did this reading hit you? How did it hit you? Okay, I hope it didn't hit you in a bad way. Not that way. Okay, well, let's change that. Let's, maybe it applied to you. Did this apply to you well? Okay. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. And I hope to see you again the next reading. Until then, take care of yourself.